if I wrote you a symphony?
God is faithful. Welcome to my channel.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else will do. That's why I don't mind. Spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world. Don't you understand? Love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
Carter.
Hey family, it's your girl Zarinah Elizabeth. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I don't think I actually said that at any point in the video thus far, so let me go ahead and introduce the vlog, even though we're probably already about a good 10 minutes in. In real time, today is Sunday, April 21st, and it is 4:04 p.m. As you can tell from earlier in the day, or the earlier clip, we were at church, so we did go ahead and attend church, and it was a very on-time service because we talked about living in the end times, the last days. I'll get the scriptures that he went over, and I'll go ahead and include them somewhere in this video or in this portion of the video. And if I can get the live.
Open your Bible today to Matthew chapter 25. Jesus is answering the 12 disciples' most pressing and haunting questions from the top of the Mount of Olives during the Jewish holidays. Tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? Now, this is a private briefing between Jesus and the disciples, where he's answering their most troubling questions, but he's doing it in a multi-dimensional way. On one dimension, he speaks specifically about what's going to happen to the Jewish people in 70 AD when the temple and Jerusalem are destroyed. He says, like, when you see those things start to happen, don't even go home and pack. Literally head for the hills. But then on another level, Jesus answers directly and indirectly their questions about his return and the end of the age. He does so by giving them signs and parables. Now, we don't ever want to ignore the signs. Here are some of the signs that Jesus detailed for his return and for the end of the age. Ready? False prophets and teachers, wars and rumors of wars, world wars, famines, pestilence, which means plagues. That would certainly include the pandemic. Earthquakes in various places. Can I get an amen? Betrayal, lawlessness abounding, hearts growing cold, false Christ, signs in the heavens, sun and moon darkened, stars falling, and the heavens shaking. Now, that's not the eclipse that we just had. Listen, somewhere on the planet, every 18 months, there's an eclipse, so that's not that.
You couldn't tell me that. I just knew the world was coming to an end that day, okay?
But he concludes chapter 24 with these statements. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Therefore you also be ready. The parable of the 10 virgins is about a moment in time. It's about valuing and being prepared for a moment that hasn't come yet. An unexpected moment, an unannounced moment. And really this applies to all unexpected moments, all unannounced opportunities. Whenever God invites you into something, whenever he opens a door for you, you have to be prepared for it. Like, you have to be prepared for the job interview. You've got to be prepared for the promotion. You've got to prepare for your moment. You have to be ready to receive certain blessings, or they'll just fall right through your hands. You see, you can't wait till you're in the moment to get ready. For instance, you had to be ready for the Passover, for the original Passover, for the 10th plague in Israel. Every house had to be prepared. They had to find a lamb without blemish. They had to slay the lamb. They had to roast the lamb. They had to eat the whole lamb, and they had to put the blood of the lamb on the lintel and the doorpost of their home. If they waited till midnight to do that, it would be too late. They had to be ready for the flood, prepared for the flood. The ark had to be built before the rain started to fall. See, God doesn't want you just to be ready for now, but he wants you to be ready for what's next. Jesus said the Holy Spirit would tell you things to come. He wants you to be prepared for what's coming. And in the context of what will be our main text, the Lord doesn't want you just to get ready, but to stay ready. That means having a readiness mindset, a readiness lifestyle, a readiness worldview. As they say in the military, to be at the ready, to be sober and vigilant, to stand your watch, to stand your guard, and to be spiritually alert. Are you?
It was definitely on time, like I said, talking about the end days. And it was a parable about the 10 virgins, and they had their lamps. And the bridegroom was delayed, and 5 of the virgins fell asleep. And then when they were alerted that the bridegroom was coming, their torch had burned out. And they went to the other virgins who still had their lamp, their torch going. And they're like, give me some oil. And the virgins was like, no, go to the people who sell the oil and get your oil. And so the point of that is that the 5 virgins were ready, so they didn't have to get ready when the alarm was sound that the bridegroom was finally coming. They knew he was coming. They didn't know exactly when. They were told to go and prepare and wait, and they were waiting. They had their reserve of oil. They were waiting. Whereas the other girls, they knew he was coming. They went to go wait, but they weren't prepared for how long it could possibly be. And their torch went out. They fell asleep. asleep. Their torch went out, and then when the trumpet had sounded that the bridegroom was on his way, they were like, uh-oh, my light went out. Like, how am I gonna do this? Uh-oh. And that is just like a metaphor for how, you know, we are people who follow Christ, right? So you have those of us who are ready, standing at attention, waiting for him to come back, you know, the second coming. And, you know, we're constantly replenishing our oil with the word. We're constantly being replenished and refilled. That doesn't necessarily mean physically going to the church, but that means studying. That means going into the word, knowing the word, memorizing verses, praying, speaking in our heavenly language, you know, all those things that we do in order to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. Whereas those other virgins were symbolic of other people who say that they are Christians, but they don't know the word, they don't read the word, they don't have a real relationship. They may go to church on Sundays, they may not even go to church every Sunday, they may go to church one Sunday out of a month. But if you look at that as your food, your spiritual food, you can't survive off of one meal a month. And so they had to, you know, they were like, you know, in a state of stress and panic. What are we gonna do? Can I have some of yours? No, you can't have any. And like just trying to get ready when they should have just been ready. And so I'm like, I want to just be ready, you know. I want to be ready so I don't have to get ready. And that speaks to like me in a lot of areas of my life, not just, you know, on my Christian walk. So it was a really, really good sermon. And, you know, I've been going through a lot this last week. And so I haven't really picked up the vlog lately. It's just, I've been just needing to be quiet, just needing to rest. But yeah, I've been dealing with some battles. But right now we are about to pull up to my parents' house. My father cooked some dinner. So I'm about to go in here and eat their food up. Stay over here for a little bit, and then Janae and I have to stop at the grocery store to get a couple of things before we head home. But I just wanted to pick up. I've been running out of storage lately, so it cut me off, but I was ending this portion of the video anyway. So I'll see y'all in the next clip. Hey, it's your girl Zarinah, Elizabeth, and Janae in the back seat.
I wanted to pet my nephew and see, so I did.
So she's, I don't know, she just moved over to Carter's seat, but she was sitting in her booster seat the whole time. But we are about to head into Lowe's to get a few things that I had mentioned to you guys that we needed, which was those biodegradable pots for the other plants that I need to still plant, which would be the tomatoes, the peppers, and the lavender are the three that I haven't planted yet because they need to be started indoors and in like smaller containers. So I'm gonna buy the biodegradable ones. I need a watering can because I've been using my mason jar to water, and it's just like I have to make like 2 and 3 trips, and then also it's not like spreading out evenly when I pour because it's coming out in a big pour rather than like raining, you know, on the plant. So I need a watering can, and I need more soil so that I can plant the other pots or plants or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. The conversation that I had with you guys on the way over here did not get recorded, so I'm just gonna take God's lead and say that that did not need to be shared at this point. Like, this year's been all about obedience, and so I'm just going to be obedient with him and following his lead and whatever it is that, you know, he needs me to do or wants me to do with this channel. With that being said, I want to say we've hit another milestone, you guys. We've made it to 900 subscribers. Thank you all of you new subscribers. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. All of my existing tribe members, thank you so much for sharing me. Thank you for always commenting. All of those things help push me out into the algorithm and lets YouTube know that you like me and you want to see more of me. So we are going to continue to push through and grow this channel. get our watch time hours up. So guys, if you are ever like, you have some extra time on your hands and you want to binge on, you know, some YouTube, I have some binge worthy content. Just go to my weekly vlogs and start from the beginning, kind of get to know me and get to know more about my story and how I even got here in the first place. So, you know, if you have some extra time, feel free to, you know, just binge on me. I would appreciate that, and the watch hours that I would get from that. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead in the store, and then we're probably gonna go and pick up some food afterwards because I haven't really eaten all day. So yeah, and Janae says she's hungry, so we'll do that. But in the meantime, stick with your girl and let's go into Lowe's.
And don't forget, while you wait, to subscribe to my channel.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah. No longer blinded, I can see you. I'm on my way to meet you.
All right, you guys. So we just left Lowe's.
We got a watering can.
So we got the watering can that Janae just showed you. It's not as big as the one that I would want, but I mean, at least I'll be able to pour it better, I guess. I'll order one off of Amazon. I also didn't see those biodegradable things anymore, so I guess people just bought them out, or they must have placed them somewhere else. But I looked throughout the garden center and I didn't see any, so I'll order them off of Amazon. I was looking the other day and they were priced about the same, so I'll order some from Amazon. And then what else did we get, Janae?
We got 2 Bucky Pies.
All right, you guys, so we also got Janae was telling you guys about these buggy beds. And so these are like these little bracelets you can put on your ankle or your wrist to keep the mosquitoes away. Yeah. And it says it lasts up to 300 hours, and this little packet is refillable. So I got 2 of those. I also got 2 of those. Yeah, Janae picked them out. We got the pouring spout thing, but it's small, so I'm gonna end up getting another one, but this will do the trick for now. This is only $5. Janae saw that too. Otherwise, I didn't see any of the other ones. I couldn't find those biodegradable things anymore, so I'll just have to order it from Amazon. And I don't know if you saw because the camera cut off, but I got a strawberry plant, and we also got some lettuce. So I'm gonna replant them when we get home. Maybe not today, but I'll do it probably tomorrow. So I know the strawberry plant needs up to like 12 inches, so I have a 12-inch pot. I just gotta double check for the lettuce to see how big of a pot that needs. I have a 10-inch pot. I have smaller pots, but I'm sure it's gonna need between 8 and 12, you know, inches. So hopefully it can go in like a 10-inch pot, because I do have one of those pots already. And then probably buy some more pots when I get a chance. I'm also gonna order another one of those plant stands from Amazon probably when I get home, because I don't want them, all the pots just like taking up all the floor space that's left on the patio. I'd rather it be going vertically up. I wanted to at one point have one of those like self-watering stations, and like the little plants grow out of like those hydro stations. If I can find a picture, I'll put it here somewhere. That's what I wanted, but I didn't remember that until now. So we are at the Chinese store. That's what we decided for dinner. We're getting beef and broccoli. Janae's gonna have chicken wings with hers, and she eats the rice, and I just have the beef and broccoli, and I got a shrimp roll. So I'm about to go into the store and get my food, and then we'll see you guys when we get back home.
I'll wait for you to come to me. I'm holding on. No matter what the story reads,
The binding has been done. No need to pay the price. I leave a way for life. For you, I'll give it all. Forever, I'll wait for you to come to me. I'm holding on. No matter what the story reads, the binding has been done. No need to pay the price. I run away for life. For you, I'll give it all. Call on me and everything. The answers will be there. Solemnly, your love I keep from dangers everywhere. I'll wait for you to come to me.
All right, you guys, so welcome back to the channel. Y'all probably don't even realize, but it is like hours and hours later. I think when y'all saw me, it was this morning. I was having my first cup of coffee. It was still kind of chilly. Now it's like crazy warm out. I don't want to say crazy warm. It says 64, but it feel like, because like on the deck, like the sun just beams right there, and it feel like it's 80 sitting in that sun. But we was about to chill out. I was about to repot the strawberry plant and the lettuce, and I was about to edit what I have so far in this vlog, so I knew like what direction we were going, because I'm winging it, y'all. But then my friend reminded me, like, you got to sign Janae up for cheer. Like, it's returning cheerleaders. They have to sign up or register today. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't print anything out. I didn't fill out any forms. So, and my printer, like, it is so temperamental. Ever since we moved here, like when it, like to connect to the new Wi-Fi, ever since then, it's been giving me trouble with printing. So I had to send everything over to my mom to print. So I got to go over to her house, pick up the paperwork, fill it out, and then head over to where we have to register, drop that stuff off. Then I can finally come home and do all of the things that I wanted to do, which was repot those 2 plants that I just mentioned. I also wanted to make me a shrimp salad. I think I showed you guys the salad that I've been like making lately. So I wanted to do a shrimp salad, and I also wanted to make some banana bread with you guys. So, you know, we'll definitely get to those things, but it's just going to be a little later on in the vlog. So I just wanted to kind of like touch base with you guys, say what's up, because this vlog is like pieces of, you know, my week so far, and I'm hoping that it's cohesive and it's all like flowing together with you guys. But I just wanted to just let you know what we are about to do. After I picked Janae up, we did go to Rita's and I got me one of those little mistos. It was okay. It was a mango one. I really like it when it's with watermelon, and so I'm waiting for them to get watermelon because I'll tear that misto shake up, okay? And then Janae got the same thing that she got last time. She got cotton candy with the unicorn sprinkles. And I finished my work day, and yeah, we were just about to chill out. I was about to lounge out. Janae got freaked out by, first it was like this little bug, and I'm like, girl, why are you like screaming? Then it was a big old black spider that was next. We've been getting attacked by spiders ever since we moved here. They're called wolf spiders, and them suckers are big. When I first moved here, it was like they was crawling around this place like, who are you? Like, they own the place, like they was paying rent. I had to check my lease to see if they was on the lease agreement. Like, does this come with the apartment? Like, what? You know, because like where I am now, these are brand new apartments, and this was all wooded area, so I get all the crickets and the spiders and all of that. But like they got landscaping out, so now they like coming up out the ground. They need to also get the pesticide people or whoever, the fumigation people to come and spray the perimeters to keep them suckers out the house. Cause my door was cracked, my back door was cracked. If she didn't see it, that sucker would have been in the house. And I'm tired of seeing them suckers crawl around my house. I was scared of them when I first moved in. I was ready to move out. But, you know, I had to buck up because, you know, I don't got nobody to come stomping on these spiders for me. Like, I normally would call my father like, Daddy, you gonna come and handle this? But I had to, like, you know, put my big girl panties on, and I had to stomp a few spiders out, okay? So now I be killing them suckers like, like it ain't nothing. But Janae's like, Janae doing all of that. But yeah, so I just wanted to come and bug out with y'all real quick. So let me make sure she eats, because I really gotta run out the door. And if I wasn't already making her food, I would have waited until we got back, because I know how slow she is. But yeah, I didn't get the call until literally like 15 minutes ago. So yeah, so I will check back with y'all when we get back to his house. See you in a little bit. Hey y'all. I am so frustrated. So as I was telling y'all, we got a last minute heads up that today was the day we needed to turn in the registration paperwork for cheerleading. So we did do that, and that was real quick. And then at the same time, I happened to be scrolling through my email, and I saw that Janae had a casting call for an in-person casting call in Long Island tomorrow. That's like an hour away, and it was like 2:30 in the afternoon. Granted, I know this is the deal, right? It's just that way more often than not, there have only been like video castings and not really in person. So if it was in the middle of the day, it really didn't make any difference. If it was like last minute notice like this, it didn't make a difference because it was like a video casting call. So this was an in-person casting call all the way in Long Island. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. I wish I had gotten notice beforehand. Now I do realize, like, and then I got to check and see what's going on with my phone, because I don't get notifications of voicemails right away. So I see now that she left me a voicemail around 2:30 when she sent the email, but I didn't get notice of the voicemail until later on in the day. So, you know, I let her know that I was not going to be able to make tomorrow's casting call. She did provide some other days. So I was like, you know, I'll see about those other days. Just let me know if, you know, it's still available for her to do for another day. But camera died on me again, y'all. But yeah, I was frustrated. Here's my dinner.
Wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby.
guys, so that is my easy recipe for banana bread. You could put it in like cupcake tins to make muffins or whatever you like, but it's really simple to make and it is super good. If Janae likes it, y'all, then y'all know it's good because that girl don't eat anything. So we put it in the oven for about an hour and 10 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes on 350. You just want to stick a toothpick or a knife all the way down to the bottom and make sure it comes out clean. If it's still moist or wet, then you want to put it back in the oven and check it like in 5-minute intervals. This is not the recipe that you want it to be too moist, because remember, this is banana, real banana. So you know what happens to banana, it goes brown, and yeah, you don't want to do that. So make sure it's cooked through thoroughly and you will absolutely love it. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. But what I want to do is go ahead and close out the vlog, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging with me throughout this vlog. I know it was a little choppy. I wasn't really like communicating with you throughout the whole vlog, but I hope you were able to enjoy it. If you did make it to this point in the video, you are a real one. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to all of my existing and my new subscribers. I appreciate you all. Make sure y'all continue to run it up. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Drop a comment for me in the box below. Let me know if you're gonna try this banana bread recipe or what you think about like the end times, the times that we're living in, the signs and the wonders. I'm gonna have the link for the sermon in the description box, so you could definitely go ahead and check there as well. And if you haven't shared this out, please go ahead and share me out to your friends and family. These are free ways to help support your girl. We are on the road to 1K. And yeah, if you bored on a day like this, whatever day this is that you're seeing it, go ahead and pick any one of my playlists and run that baby, okay? I think Janae wants to come and say goodnight. So
How do you guys like my new look in my ground batting?
I don't even know if you can see her because you're up kind of high.
I'm like a little
Okay.
shorty.
So Janae wanted to come say goodnight.
Good night, and did you like what I'm wearing? I made this myself, and I also have my puppet because... Bye, guys! See you next video!
All right, you guys, that is it for me. I will show you what it looks like when it comes out the oven. But again, if you've made it to this point in the video, you are a real one. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for rocking with your girl. Thank you for supporting your girl. But I hope you enjoy it, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
Ain't another woman that can take your spotlight. If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world.